Hello everyone, it's Shannon with Shannon's Crafty DIYs. I am so happy to be back in the 5 under 5 challenge this month. It is fall decor, so I have 5 DIYs to share with you. Very simple DIYs, very easy to do. Probably find things that you already have in your home. And yes, I am part of the playlist, so I'm going to go over that a little bit later in the video. So, oh my gosh, guys, let's get started. DIY number 1. I already had one of these candle holders from the Dollar Tree. Probably recognize it. This pumpkin came from the Dollar Tree last year or 2 years ago now. I can't remember. They're always coming out in new designs with the pumpkins. Guys, I'm actually obsessed with the leather ones that are coming out this year. Anyway, I already had this one on hand, so I'm trying to do everything a little bit cost efficient, trying to get everything under $5. So just taking a piece of the foam, hot gluing it to the candle holder, and then hot gluing the pumpkin to the candle holder. I only put a little hot glue because I might want to deconstruct this a little bit later if I wanted to do another DIY. What I love about the foam is that you could just use any fall flowers that you have. These are, I guess from last year, but I know they always come out with these same flowers every year at the Dollar Tree. But I'm just going to stick a few into the foam. Now I'm not finishing it around, obviously, because you're just going to see what's in the front, but I would definitely, for you, finish it, put the flowers all around the pumpkin. And then I had some of these little berry picks. I had a couple little loose ends from other flowers that I disassembled. Just going to hot glue everything in just to fill in all those little spaces. I had some of those little wheat stalks as well from another plant. So yeah, just kind of eyeball it, see where you want to put things. Now, this is it for me for this DIY. I mean, you can customize it. You can add a bow in there as well. Anyway, yeah, I just want to let you guys know most of my DIYs in this video are, under $5. A lot of the things I've already had on hand, so it really is definitely under $5 and less than, 10 minutes to make each DIY. So remember that they're super simple, super easy. I'm going to show you this one at the end of the video because I'm going to add it to a tier tray that I have for you guys, so stay tuned for that. All right, guys, number 2, DIY number 2. Guys, these book stacks were from last year. They have so many cute new book stacks this year. Haven't been able to get my hands on one yet, but I did have this one from last year. So this is just giving you ideas what you can do with the new book stacks this year as well. So it already came with a bow and a fake looking ribbon around the sides. I was trying to rip this bow off because I'm trying to change the color scheme of it a little bit. It's actually just paper over the box. You can see here, I actually ripped it. So I was like, oh, I better be careful. So I'm actually going to just cut off the bow as much as I can. And you've probably seen me use this jute or this burlap before. It's an adhesive burlap. I love it. I got this from the Dollarama a couple years ago. They might still have it there, I'm not sure, but you can just use regular burlap with hot glue. But this is just an adhesive to keep it more permanent. It's a good adhesive, but I would definitely enforce it with some hot glue as well. Now I'm only going to do the 2 corners that you see. I'm not going to put it on the back because you just don't see the back. So I'm just going to leave it like that and cut it off. And of course, guys, these DIYs are all customizable to you. This ribbon came from the Dollar Tree last Christmas. I just love the color. This green is definitely a fall color as well. So I'm just going to overlap the other burlap as well, just to give it a little bit of layering. So here I've just made a simple shoelace bow, just going to cut off the ends, making it into a dovetail. You guys know, just pinch the ribbon in half and just cut on an angle and you'll get that dovetail. And then I'm just going to hot glue it to the front of the book stacks, just a little bit higher to the top of the book stacks. And with the excess ribbon or the length of the ribbon, I'm actually going to bend the ribbons a little bit and hot glue it to the book stacks as well. This also allows the ribbon not to kind of block the wording of the book stacks, and it makes it look pretty as well. And guys, remember these stickers that are just came out, I think, in the spring? How stinking cute are these little coffee cups? I actually think these are great little embellishments. If you're giving a friend a gift card for a coffee shop, you know, it's a birthday present, you can just put this at the back of the gift card. How cute. Anyway, I'm going to use these on the book stack. Now, they are quite sticky to begin with, so I actually just stuck it on with the adhesive that it was already on there. Now, this time of year, there is some humidity, so I did find it popped off, so I would just definitely reinforce it with some hot glue. But guys, check out this. Like, how simple was that? I can't wait for those new book stacks. I hope I can get them in my store. But yes, this is really, really cute. It goes with my color scheme as well. All right, guys, let's jump into this awesome playlist. You guys know this 505 challenge is done every month on the 5th of every month. And it is hosted by the awesome host, Emily with Farm Charm Chic. She is so wonderful. Her crafts are amazing. And she's also has a guest host today, Lolly with Lolly's Creations. I'm going to leave both their links in the description box, so go over and say hi and check out this awesome playlist as well. All right, moving on to DIY number 3. These cubes are from the Dollar Tree. They're still there in the crafters aisle. I'm just going to remove this little price tag. And yes, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the whole entire cube. I'm going to mix yellow and red to make a nice orange color. I don't have orange paint specifically, so I just make it on my own. Very simple to do. More yellow to red ratio to give you that nice deep orange. What you saw, I was just mixing it with a smaller paintbrush, and I wanted to use a bigger paintbrush to speed up the time. I just made sure to wipe the excess paint off the smaller one because there was a lot on there. I just wiped it on the cube. That way you don't waste any paint. So just giving it 2 coats of paint, using my hairdryer in the middle to speed up the dry time. I'm just going to give it a little bit more of a rustic look, weathered look. So I'm going to just use some of this burnt umber, and I'm going to do a dry brushing technique just here with my little chippy brush. So taking most of the excess paint off and just very gently using the sweeping motion on the cube just to give it that, like I said, that rustic weathered look. And guys, woohoo! Who's excited about the new calendars this year? Oh my gosh, they always come out with such fabulous calendars. And you guys remember, you can always use all the inserts in the calendar. And remember, the back of the page has all the pictures of what each month looks like in a smaller version. Oh my gosh, so I'm going to take this one for October. It is a pumpkin theme. I love the black truck with it as well. Just cutting it out a little bit smaller than the square because I wanted to show a little bit of the orange of the cube. Just taking my glue stick. Oh my gosh, guys, I've had this glue stick for 2 years, and I don't even know, maybe since my YouTube channel started 4 years ago, and it still lasts forever. So good quality glue stick from the Dollar Tree. So just gonna just use my glue stick and place the picture right on top. So I want to make this look like a little pumpkin. I had these cinnamon sticks. Oh my gosh, I think I've had these for at least a couple of years as well. What's nice about cinnamon sticks is that it's dried out, so they last a very, very long time. So I cut one in half. Guys, they did break a lot, so I was able to salvage a little bit of the cinnamon stick to make it look like a pumpkin stem. Just hot gluing it to not quite the center. I'm putting it back a little bit because I'm going to add some things to the front of the cinnamon stick. So here we just have like this faux grass from the Dollar Tree. Taking a little bit, I'm going to hot glue around the cinnamon stick and just gently place the grass on top using my little silicone makeup applicator to push things down just so I don't burn my fingers. And just making another simple shoelace bow with this burlap or this buffalo check ribbon that I picked up from Michael's last year. I love it because it's so much thinner than the regular ribbon that you get from the Dollar Tree. So I thought this would be perfect to fit on this small decor piece. So going to just, again, dovetail the ends, and I'm going to hot glue it in front of the cinnamon stick. Okay, guys, like super optional here. I wasn't sure if I was going to put it or not, but I had this ribbon again from Michael's last year as well. I loved how they had all these little mini pumpkins all over it. So I'm just going to cut it out. Not going to cut it out entirely around the pumpkin. I'm going to give it a little excess burlap on the sides just to give it a little bit of a rustic look as well. And I'm going to hot glue it to the center of the bow. Again, like I said, completely optional. I could have left it just like this. And this is how this cute little pumpkin turned out. This is the perfect size for a tier tray or to stack on things as well. I just stacked it on the books as well. What do you guys think? How adorable. Moving on to DIY number 4. This, guys, it's super simple, very customizable, and I'll show you one thing that I was like, oop, I probably could have done something a little bit different here. But these little, they almost look like metal bottle caps, but they're quite large. I've had these in my stash for quite some time, so I feel like this DIY is going to be free for me in this one. Definitely less than $5 this year. I just removed the jute twine, and I had these rub-on transfers from last year. How stinking cute are these? So I'm just going to remove the backing of this transfer, and I'm going to place it directly in the middle of the bottle cap. I'm just figuring out how to cover those holes that the jute twine was in. I'll show you in a second. And using one of these embossing tools from the Dollar Tree, I'm just gently going over the image, just try to make sure that everything is sticking on to the surface. So just peel back the paper slowly, just to make sure that everything is on there. So here's where I was stumped. I was trying to use my spackle to just fill in those holes where the jute twine was. It wasn't working, guys. So I attempted it, and anyway, the holes are still exposed, but I'm going to cover one of the holes you'll see in just a second. And yes, I mean, the spackle, the concept is to let it dry and harden, but it just wasn't staying in the hole properly. I was going to paint over it with some silver paint, but anyway, like I said, I left it open. Just going to use this ribbon again that I've used in the last DIY. I'm just going to make another simple shoelace bow, and then we're just going to add a little bit of jute twine to tie it around the center of the bow. So now I'm just gonna hot glue. So look at this, guys, the pumpkin tray riser. I'm gonna make it into a tray riser. So I'm gonna hot glue the stand to the metal bottle cap. Remember, guys, when you push down on this, the hot glue is super hot, so the metal can get very hot as well. So watch your fingers in this step, but the hot glue really worked. So now I'm going to cover one of the holes with this bow. Now the other hole is on the side of the sign. So what my thought process was for this little tray riser was, now you're going to see it here, is just to add it as a little decor piece. You guys could actually use this as like putting your spare change on it. You could put your keys on there. Like, I thought this was just super cute like this. Use those pumpkins to cover the other hole so you don't even see it. Last and final DIY. This is not even really a DIY, guys. This is the super simplest one ever, but I thought it would be part of the 505 because I'm going to add it to the tier tray, which is, I would say, is the 5th DIY to put it all together. This harvest sign was one of those little metal signs that came in a 3-pack from the Dollar Tree last year. All I'm doing, guys, is taking my burnt umber and my chippy brush. I'm going to just dab on the burnt umber on there because I want the metal sign to stand out because I'm putting it in a metal tier tray. And this is essentially it, guys. I just used my blow dryer to speed up the dry time. And look at how rustic it looks. And look at how it just stands out so much better on this little tray that I have. And this is the final, I will say, DIY. I put this tier tray together with the harvest sign and that little pumpkin stand that I put together. Oh my gosh, guys, this was it. What are you thinking about these DIYs? I had so much fun getting back into crafting again this season. I absolutely love the fall, and I'm super excited to do a few more videos as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to go over to that playlist as well to see some other amazing crafters as well. Guys, have a wonderful day. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.